Hello, my name is Dante Biss-Grayson. I'm from the Osage Nation. I'm Eagle Clan. I'm the co-founder of the Sky Eagle Collection, a leading fashion house in Indigenous communities. And today I'm here to introduce my new venture, Sky Eagle Health. A little bit of background, diabetes is a significant health issue affecting many Native American communities. Managing this condition is more than just medication. It involves everyday tools to improve the quality of life and prevent complications. The solution is socks. So it's very simple. These are not socks. These are diabetic, FDA-approved medical devices that I custom designed. So the strategy is our initial focus will be on US and Canadian markets, leveraging the Buy Indian Act, also to get federal contracts, and then we'll build on the success of the fashion label to branch into medical supplies. Winning this competition would enable us to conduct thorough research, finalize our prototype, which I've already started, obtain FDA and Health Canada approvals, and formally establish our new corporation. The challenge is significant, but so is our solution. We aim to be the first Indigenous business in the USA to win the powwow pitch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dante. Great pitch. Congratulations. So happy to have you here. I'm so curious. This is such a fascinating transition to move from fashion into these medical supplies. I understand compression socks. I understand the need for them in the community. I would love to learn more about what drove you to make that transition into health, from fashion into health, and how you feel that's impacting your community.
Sure. Fashion is very healing. A lot of people write to me and they're like, I feel very strong, empowered. I've helped out people after like their houses have burned and I've given and donated to them. And I felt the medicine and power, of the Native communities and how we look at, medicine. And then so branching out into that, personally, I've lost a lot of relatives to diabetes, and I knew that would be something that like, hey, they've got these boring black socks, boring white socks. I could do totally better, make something that's sustainable materials, but also a really cool design, like they would love that. So that's where that intersection kind of jumped in. It's more of a social justice piece for me where I want to be able to give back, and that's where that donation model will come in play.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
Dante, I echo, Maite's comments. Great pitch. I have some relatives who have had diabetes, and I know compression socks are a huge help to them. I think my question is more so on the 25,000 is, how would you use that? Would you use it all at once, or would you divvy it up and invest it in certain assets, certain facets of your business? I'd love some more clarity on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Learning from my experience with the Sky Eagle collection, we've reached $1 million in revenue in a couple of years. So I've learned along the way, building the ship as we were flying it. For powwow pitch, I'd use it for the FDA compliance, starting the corporation, a small batch of supplies, the design, because I've already found the supplier overseas. I want to bring it home, the manufacturing, but initially a small portion would be for that inventory. So that would definitely help.
Thanks, Dante.
Hansei, I'm Jessica.
Ani, I'm Jonathan.
At the Indigenous Garden, we specialize in Indigenous medicines. Our first product started with a garden. It's a grow your own 4 secret medicines garden, and it's a mini greenhouse. Indigenous and Canadian communities, schools, and parks are teaching and learning in our special garden. It's a very sacred circle, guided by our medicine wheel and by our booklet. With the soil, seeds in your greenhouse, all you need to add is water.
Tobacco, cedar, sage, sweetgrass. This sacred garden is reconnecting families and communities to our medicine and our language. We're also developing skincare medicine products, another part of our community-inspired venture that generated $30K in revenue year 1. Indigenous medicines benefit everyone. We will expand in the natural products market, growing at 7% per year from a $9.5 trillion industry. We're starting with certified, safe and effective, high quality natural products, the Indigenous medicines that began with our little garden. Miigwech.
Hi.
Great pitch, guys. Thank you so much for sharing. My question today just is a little bit around when you guys win the 25,000, what will the funds be used for? How is it going to scale up your business?
So we had a plan. We're actually developing a skincare medicine line. And one of those skincare products that we've been working on is a sunblock. So we've been formulating in our natural products laboratory. And it it's really a really cool product that we think will be safe for everyone from pregnant baby carrying mothers to the general public that just wants very simple formulations with high quality, safe ingredients.
Thanks.
I would love to hear more. Congratulations on the pitch, first of all, amazing. So excited to have you here today. I would love to hear more about how you've engaged your community thus far and the ways in which you're leveraging that community to further your business and kind of keep that cycle going.
Mm-hmm. So we recognize that, these are 4 sacred medicines, right? And we did need to tap on our community as well as our elders to truly understand, all right, what are its benefits, not only to Indigenous peoples, but what could we also share with non-Indigenous peoples that could truly help them with their health. So it was really, a community effort here from our elders. We also tapped on our friends who are knowledge keepers, just to make sure that everything we're providing in the bundle is truly it truly reflects our communities in a good way.
We're also putting our garden at the new Credit Valley conservation areas, and we've been tapped on to provide that garden experience. And one of the other items from this garden comes from my family. And we have a very old pictograph that comes from our sacred paintings, which are pre-contact.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really important context.
Hi, I'm Darrell Bachmann. I'm the CEO and inventor of Kick Spike Enterprises Limited. We are the world's first retractable metal spike footwear designed for walking on ice and snow in the winters. So with a click of a button, you can, whether it's work, safety, sports, any type of outdoor activities, walking dogs. Oh, sorry, camera's moving here. Walking dogs, on-demand traction. We have been working with several huge companies, a couple of the US military, Canadian military, for their employment. We've been working with oil and gas, such as Shell, Imperial Oil. We've been working with, we've actually worked with elderly people. We work with amputees. We work with anybody with mobility issues in the winter. With our Powwow Pitch investment, we're going to be concentrated on the SEO, our website, and a marketing program. We just secured land on WFN for our manufacturing. Okay, sorry.
Thank you so much, Darrell. Great pitch. Truly. I think you communicated like what we needed to hear, and we're ready to jump in with questions.
Okay.
I would love to hear more about what motivated you to get into this. Like, what's the backstory? Why did you notice that this was a gap that you felt that you could fill uniquely?
Okay, ironically, I invented it for golf, so you could walk from tee to green with metal spikes. We were down at the golf show in Orlando, and then the president of the U.S. Postal Service came up and said, "Hey, I need this for our letter carriers." Then we quickly realized that golf was half of 1% of the market we're after. So then we've switched gears and we went straight into walking shoes on ice and snow.
That's awesome, and that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Darrell, great pitch as well. I'm a golfer, so totally know what you mean by the spikes.
Right.
Maybe a twofold question to you is, one is, how big is the market you're after? Because you mentioned that golf is 1%. What's the rest of it? So how big is that market?
The market is absolutely huge because we're the only retractable metal spike footwear in the world. And now that we're dealing with our footwear manufacturers, after COVID sort of suppressed everything, and now we're back into the market. We got our manufacturing in Mexico instead of China. And now I'm bringing manufacturing, the mechanism itself, to WFN. So it's going to help the community with employment. Just we're going to employ as many natives as we possibly can, and just keep the manufacturing here in Canada of the mechanism. The boots themselves will be made in Mexico and then shipped elsewhere. So that's where we'll use companies like EDC to sponsor out, our receivables and that kind of stuff. And that's where we'll get into that kind of stuff.
Awesome. And like the last question, and be very quick, is with the 25K, you mentioned SEO. Is that all you plan on doing with the 25K, or do you have any other uses for it?
It's really going to go into marketing and securing the manufacturing on WFN. So because we just had to restart that. But yeah, it's going to really go in, because that's the one thing that I'm not good at, is the marketing and SEO and optimization of our website and that kind of stuff. Get the word out there, because I've only been going B2B, business to business. And, so I'm pretty weak in that field, and that's where I need help.
Perfect. Thank you, Darrell.
Hansay, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason Lizotte, and I'm originally from Paddle Prairie Métis Settlement, but I currently reside in Grand Prairie, Alberta. And I am the CEO and founder of Nippy Industries. What if I said to you that you can help save lives and the environment just by using Nippy stations? Well, it's true, and the future is now with Nippy Industries. I have patented and own the rights in Canada and in the US for a fully automated, solar power, portable, touchless sanitation stations. To date, we have sold, rented, and serviced to over a dozen Indigenous communities across Turtle Island with a revenue over $150,000. With $25,000 from Power Pitch, we plan to scale up and triple our accomplishments by hiring Indigenous professionals to assist us in marketing and manufacturing, so we are able to bring our product to more remote Indigenous communities, families, elders, and children across Turtle Island. Thank you for this opportunity today. Hi.
Amazing pitch. It was really well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My first question today is just around the sustainability and social responsibility of your company, and how you plan on implementing that in the long term going forward.
The sustainability is our products they're built from a sustainable resource, powered from the sun. We reduce the use of plastic. We make them out of aluminum, and all of our parts are replaceable. So anything that gets wrecked on these machines can be replaced instead of replacing the whole machine, which makes them very sustainable. And that's our goal, to keep it that way and evolve moving forward.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome.
Jason, my question would be more so on what inspired you to maybe create Nippy Industries? Why hand washing? And what's the impact of these stations in your opinion?
Well, I'm a welder by trade, and I always wanted to be able to wash my hands at gas stations after, because it's one of the dirtiest places. And there they have canopies, and you could put solar power. And then when I started thinking about it, like, a lot of elderly people can't wash their hands, children's, because of the machines, the foot pumps. And the inspiration just comes from a lot from COVID, and a lot from remote communities not being able to have running water, and all these, like, we just did we went to Arizona, and the Navajo Nation, they don't have running water. So these machines would work perfect for them over there, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what inspires me to be able to bring water and keep sanitation needs places where there's no permanent plumbing.
And would you be providing the water as well, or just kind of the mechanism?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different options. Like, you can collect rainwater, or you can provide the water, because they're self-sustainable tanks. The tanks are 38 gallons. You can fill those, or you can collect rainwater. So that's an option too. And there's actually technology out there that you can make your own water off of solar panels. So that's another option.
Excellent. Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
Imagine having back pain so bad that you can't bend down or lift your legs to get dressed. My name is Felicia, and that was my story. I'm an inventor, business owner, and founder of a nonprofit organization whose mission is youth and community empowerment. I'm from Maskwacis, Alberta, Treaty 6 territory, and I've invented innovative underwear designed to be put on while standing, sitting, or laying down with my patented side fasteners. My trademark slogan is, "No more bending down to get your underwear up." The name of my company is Pregzen, which refers to being pregnant with my daughter Jasenia, and that's when I came up with the idea for my design. They're great for pregnancy, postpartum, post-surgery, wheelchair users, elderly, and those with reduced mobility. If I win the grand prize, I'll use this money towards marketing as well as creating a men's line. So friends, who's ready to support a purpose-driven social impact company that's improving the lives of those who need it most? Hi.
Thank you so much, Felicia. Great pitch. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So happy to have you here today.
A little Shark Tanky there.
Oh, it was great. No, definitely brought the energy. I want to hear more about your manufacturing process currently. What does it look like? How are you aiming to develop it further? What are your long-term plans for that manufacturing process?
Totally. So I've tried to keep it made in the US or North America. I've tried Florida. I did New York, LA, and just going through those companies, I just found it really difficult. So I eventually went to Peru and China. So I've got 3 designs. My first one was a maternity that was adjustable to grow with the stomach throughout pregnancy. I put a belly band in there for a lift and support. It's also great for if you have a really big dinner and you just need to loosen it up a few notches. It's adjustable. And I've been invited to a couple nursing homes, and my other design, and after actually giving birth and whatnot, there's laugh and leak, sneeze and leak, jumping on the trampoline, and all these type of things that happen with women that is not often talked about. Also for periods, these newest designs have a moisture absorbing crotch. And with the side fasteners, you don't have to pull them down your legs. You don't have to take your shoes or your pants off to change. And just seeing them struggle with the snaps, I came out with a Velcro side fasteners that makes it even easier. So I've got 3 lines. 2 of them are made in China, which I've had such an amazing experience working with my manufacturing companies. They're really on it. I can see why people go to China. This one is made in Peru with Peruvian cotton. And these are my final products. I went through the prototype process, did my revisions, had my models tested for fitting. I've got a website. I do the social media, all the logistics, shipping, and all of it.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hi, Felicia has a mom of 3. I can definitely attest to all the back pain pre and postpartum from there. So I'm happy to see that someone's taking this space. So I think my question just revolves a little bit around how you're getting your brand out there, because the space now is being flooded by a lot of different companies, the Nicks of the worlds, things like that, taking up that space. How do we cut out the noise a little bit, and how are you coming up to the front so that we can let people know about your company?
Right. So that's a great question. What differentiates my underwear is just being the convenience of it. Like, you can open the underwear, sit into it, and then fasten on the sides. You don't have to bend down or lift your legs. And with regular trending period panties, you still have to go through, say you're in the office, you would still have to take off your shoes and your pants, pull them down your legs, which would be quite messy in order to change. So I feel like that differentiates me, just having the side fasteners. And as far as marketing goes, I've recently collaborated with a social media influencer. Her name is Ellen Fisher. She's got millions of followers all across her different channels, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And she loves the product, and she only supports products that she likes. So we are working with a collaboration right now where my ads will be placed inside of her interviews. And I really do believe that with that exposure, it's going to be amazing. Also, if I win the grand prize, I have not put any money in towards marketing. So I really do feel like that will get my product in the eyes of those who might need it or who will need it.
Great. Thanks so much. Congratulations again. Great pitch.
Thank you.